Hey, how y'all doing? This is Will from Say How You Feel. And yes, I am back again for another video. And we are going to talk about something that I think is far overdue. Something that needed to be talked about a long time ago. And that is pricing. So if you want to get my take on what pricing should be and what people should be charging for products, then stay tuned. Come back after this intro. And by the way, please like, share, and subscribe. Somebody else might be needing this information. Like I said, this is just my opinion on what pricing should be. So, see you on the other side. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, here's my thing. I think the problem with most people in the t-shirt business is them not truly understanding what pricing is. So many times I hear people saying it's based off your market area, it's based off where you're at. Here's the thing, supplies are not based off of where you're at. Let me give you an example. If you live in California, taxes and all that stuff is still the same amount of money. But a t-shirt is still going to be, if it's a white t-shirt, anywhere from $1.15 to $1.99, you know, for a basic gilded t-shirt. These are what I'm going to use for example. So, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you're in California. It's still going to be the same $1.15 to $1.99, depending on where you're buying it from. In Tennessee, it's still going to be the same $1.15 to $1.99 a shirt. Wholesale offline. Now in the store, that may be a little different. It may vary based on the community, the area that you live in, and I'm kind of basing the pricing on if you had to go buy it at the store, because some people might not be buying offline. I buy offline, and I pay like $1 some change or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, the pricing, if I'm offline, it's going to be the same price whether I'm in California or if I'm in Tennessee, which are two states that I lived in or live in. If I'm in New York, offline, and I'm ordering from somewhere in Alabama, say, well, I order from a TSF. I order from TSF and I'm in New York, it's still going to be that same $1.99 or whatever it is that I pay. So people say, oh, it's based off of your geographic situation. Supplies cost what supplies cost, period. That's bogus. I don't subscribe to any of that, because at the end of the day, we set the tone as people, as garment decorators, and as people who create garments and things of that nature. We set the tone of what the pricing is. I can't go to a lawyer and tell them, oh, this lawyer might charge me less than that lawyer, this, that, and the third. Well, from my understanding, being a lawyer, the bar, the bar association or whoever regulates them has a medium cap. They basically have a price that they can't go lower than. And because we don't have that type of situation with t-shirts, you have people who are newer than people who are more seasoned, and they shortchange themselves and they mess up the market. And that's what the problem is. People in the market that you're in are charging wrong, and therefore these people are causing the prices to be not right. And this is what I want to talk about today. I want people to just, right now, I'm going to do this in 6 sections because I think it's too much information too quick. You won't know what you're looking at. So I'm just going to talk about Inkjet Transfer dark and light today. 8.5 by 11 sheet. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because if you're doing 11 by 17, it's the same thing. It's price wise, you just adjust the price according to what you're paying for whatever you're paying for. So with that being said, let me get you set up. Let me put you in position so you can see what I have put up. Now I have some other stuff right here. Pay that no attention. I'm mostly going to be talking about the board because, like I said, I met a young lady who I do search for, and she had went and got buttons from someone, and the person said they do shirts, and this person told them, "Yeah, you should have came to me to get your shirts. I charge $15 front and back, no matter how many words, no matter whether it's a picture or not." And I'm like, well, you're doing shirts for fun then. You're not doing them to make a living. And this thing she said to her was, well, I don't charge that much because I just started. Well, sweetie, then here's my philosophy. If you just started and you don't feel comfortable charging, you're better off just giving it away as a sample. You know what I'm saying? Do what you're comfortable doing. Tell a person, look, hey, buy the supplies, and I'll go ahead and do the work for free. Here's why I say that. Because when you're doing something and you're charging below market rate or below your cost rate, if you're doing something that you're not going to profit from, at some point in time, you're going to want to gain a profit. So that being the case, you're going to want to say, hey, I need to raise my prices. But your clientele has gotten so used to a set price that you have, and you're going to lose a lot of clientele simply because you want to change your prices. When you could have said, hey, I'll go ahead and do this as a sample. I'm trying to get my skill set up. Here you go. You buy all the supplies. And then here's the thing. You can always add a few extra supplies as your payment. Say if they, if you got to order the shirts for them, order a couple of extra shirts. However you got to do it to make you feel better. And then you just keep the shirts. Or you got to order a couple of extra sheets of vinyl. You tell them you're going to order a roll. You charge them for a roll. And then you keep the extra, whatever they don't need. And that's fine. You can take that as a payment. But don't charge a physical dollar amount and you have yet to master your craft, because by doing so you're shortening yourself later. Because and you'll see when I do the pricing, you'll understand. So with that being said, let me switch positions and I'll get you in the right position so we can see the pricing. Thank you. Hold on one second. Hey, okay, so I'm back. This is, stop. We'll screen. I might do some videos on this. I will do some videos on this when I get another order or whatever I feel like doing it. So this right here is for Inkjet Transfers, white shirts, black shirts. So here's the thing. So you got the transfer sheets, you got your shirt, which is to say $3. If you go somewhere local, we all know Walmart charges about $4. You might be able to go to Hobby Lobby and get some for about $3. Your paper, say you pay about $1.25, and then your ink costs. I buy wholesale ink. I don't buy the manufactured ink. Just my opinion. So I pay probably about roughly 22 cents a sheet. So you add all that together, you got $4.47. That's cost. That's what I pay for it to make the shirt. Right? Then we go to, so you need to double that, and that'll go up to $8.94. That'll be your wholesale cost. So basically, if somebody is possibly ordering it so they can take them to a store or whatever, if this is what you were going to do for a store, this will be your wholesale cost if they're ordering, depending on how many they're ordering. Of course, the more they order, the lower their cost gets. So say 25 shirts, okay? So that'd be a decent price for 25 shirts. So you get $8.94, right? That's the wholesale price. You add it again, $4.47 again, and that again brings you to your basic retail price, which is $13.41. The reason I say basic retail price is because it's 3 times what you paid for it to get it done. And now for me, if you're going to do this business, you want to be able to go to a storefront at some point, maybe or you may be wanting to go to festivals and you gotta hire people out. So if you gotta hire somebody, you gotta be able to funnel in their price, to be able to pay them, right? And this doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room. If you mess up a shirt, if you mess up a shirt, you got to do the same shirt. You don't get paid twice for it. So you're sitting there. You have to take. Okay, sorry about that. So as I was saying, so this is the wholesale price of $8.94. So you add $4.47 again, and that gives you the basic retail price of $13.41. Okay, again. So if you mess something up, then you're looking at having to redo the shirt, which takes out of this $4.47. You got to take that back out of this again, which is going to bring you there. That's going to drop the price down. Then you got to, if you have to hire somebody, that cuts into that $13.41 too. So for me personally, I like to add at least a $3 pressing fee, which means for me taking the ink, the transfer, because as you can see, the $125, that's for me. That's the regular check. What I pay for the transfer. Basically what I pay for the ink, so I don't charge for that. I don't charge for the shirt. That gives you that cost. So I double it up twice, and that gives me $13.41. But I add a $3 pressing charge for my labor. That gives me $16.41, and that's my retail price. So if somebody's getting one shirt, white shirt, Inkjet Transfer, I'm not going any lower from small to extra large. We're at $16.41. Period, hands down. That way you have your retail. Say if somebody orders 10 of them, you already know that $30 of that is going in your pocket. The rest of that is going back for supplies. So this $13.41. So if they got 3, it's like $134, $34.10, something like that. I'm probably doing the math. But this right here is going into your business account. This right here is actually your money to spend. That's your labor. That's your profit. You see what I'm saying? This is going to help you build your business. This is going to help you survive. So, if you're doing a dark transfer, right? So say the shirt for black shirt $3.50. We all know the dark shirts usually cost a little more. Same concept. So and this is all for 8.5 by 11 sheets again. If you have 11 by 17, you just go ahead and add the extra money. You do the same formula, just whatever that cost is, by that cost, by this cost. So say if it's 11 by 17, it's basically 2 8.5 by 11 sheets. Take that, make that 44 cents. Then you got the total price right there. So, same concept for the dark sheets. Once you go ahead and you add the 44 cents, and that gives you the total price. So, $3.50 for the shirt, $2 for the transfer, 44 cents, 22 cents for the regular, for 8.5 by 11 sheet, $5.72 is your cost. You double that up. $11.44 is your wholesale price, and then you add $5.72 again. That's $17.16. That is your basic retail price. Again, if something happens, you still have to factor in the fact that you're going to have to deal with that issue. So my advice is always add a $3 pressing fee. That'll be your cost. That'll be your so that'll take you to $20.16, and that is your basic retail cost. My basic retail cost rather. And if anything happens, I still have a little wiggle room. 10 shirts, put that $30 up, and it's $171 or whatever that is. Or that'll be the company's profit. You can put that up and start building your company bank account. Like I said, we have to start charging what we need to charge for our labor and time. This young lady said she was charging $15 both front and back. I guess she was adding vinyl and pictures from what I understand. And as you can see, this is just front. We ain't talking about the back. That's extra. And regardless, because here's the thing. If you do front and back, let's say we're doing front and back, right? So you didn't charge for $15. So for a white t-shirt, let's just round this up to $4.50, right? Or we can round up to $5 just to make it easy. So you're $10 in the shirt and you ain't made no money, right? Now you done press the shirt twice, because you got to press front, you got to press the back, right? So that's basically you're gonna make $5, $2.50 to press the shirt. Now, God forbid something happens on the front shirt. You got to replace that shirt. So now, that's a whole other $5. They ain't paid you $15 yet. You see what I'm saying? They ain't paid you. They gave you $115. If you mess up that shirt, you automatically lost that $5 profit. Now you're working for free. God forbid you messed up on the back. See what I'm saying? Because now you messed up on the back, you still are out. And I'm just being light. I'm being light on it. Because here's the thing. If you're doing front and back, $3 for the shirt, $2.50 for the transfer, right? So that's $7. $2.50 for the transfer, $77. Right? Yeah, no, $7.72. No, I'm sorry, $2.50. That's $5.50 plus 22 cents. So that's 72. That's $5.72. I'm tired. So $5.72 is what you're paying. So you double that up, whatever that works out to be. So as you can see, for $5.72, if you mess up the shirt, you're actually paying this person to do your shirt at that point. Because your base price is $5.72. That's your cost at $5.72. So if you do $5.72 for the front and the back, right? No, I'm sorry, I messed that up. I apologize. 44, because you got to print the front and the back. So it's not. Let's just get an actual cost of this, so we can really just break this all the way down. So, because I don't want to tell y'all wrong. So let's see. $3 plus 44 cents plus $2.50. So you're at $5.95. Basically, $6 is your cost for that shirt. So if you're paying $6 for the shirt, right, and you're charging $15 for the shirt. So if you charge $15 for the shirt, so if you mess that shirt up, you've already eaten into your profit. If you charge $15, you mess the shirt up, because you got to replace all this. So it's time to. That's $11.88. You're only gonna make $4. Well, minus. You're gonna make $3.12. Now you ain't factoring in your electricity. You ain't factoring in your time. You ain't factoring in, because you got to realize, what if you ordering this stuff offline? You ain't even factoring in your shipping. So there are a lot of factors that goes into, or if you picking it up, you ain't factoring in your gas to go get your supplies. You see what I'm saying? So